Hey guys, Paul Hernandez here, back at SIDESHOW booth 1929. We are taking a look at the PureArts podium, starting with the Edward Kenway statue. Now, this is from, of course, Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Let's take a closer look. Of course, we've got that incredible Black Flag, hence the name, right behind them there, whistling in the wind, and you can see the various water textures. You guys have heard me say before, I'm a huge fan of sculpted water, and they've done that beautifully. They've also seamlessly blended that into not only the ship itself, but as well into the movement of the flag. Now, Edward Kenway himself is so impressive. This is a scene that we've all seen multiple times. If you are a fan of the series, he's an entirely sculpted piece. He's got so many fun little things all around him. He's got multiple guns, he's holding one, he's holding a sword, he's got various fabric elements on him. And again, while this is an entirely sculpted piece, it appears like it's actual fabric that they have sculpted into. Now, his base, of course, he is on his ship, as you've seen in, as you guys would know from Assassin's Creed Black Flag. He's got a cannon behind him that's nice and coppered out and really, really weathered. And it really just brings the entire pirate theme back to this particular statue. Now, this will be up for sale at SIDESHOW.com very shortly, if not already by the time this video goes live. And again, this is the Assassin's Creed Black Flag Edward Kenway statue by PureArts. And up next in our PureArts line, we're going to take a look at two busts here from Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Let's start here with the deluxe version, of course, based off the likeness of Robert Patrick. Now, this is the deluxe version because it does come with that stabbing liquid metal finger that you see there on his right hand, and you can see a really great feel of Robert Patrick as the T-1000 here, with almost like a glass eye, just all of the various skin textures and the folds and what would be his wrinkles. I mean, and the hair. Look how killer that hair is. And of course, look at that over his right eye, that big blast, that gaping hole that he has in it that he was shot through like you saw in the film, and various other bullet holes that you can see the liquid metal sort of absorbing. And over his left chest there, he's got the police officer of Los Angeles there and his badge number 572. Now, again, this is the deluxe version. The collector's edition will come with a different hand, but this version does come with a stabbing hand. Now, if you wanted your collection a little more metal, then I would suggest this particular one because PureArts has got you covered. It's the liquid metal T-1000 art mask. Now, this one is fully encapsulated in that silver liquid metal like you see in the film. And a fun detail on this is the hand. So that stabbing hand, that liquid metal spear almost, is actually covered and coated in gore and blood like in the film. It's so creepy and fun. Now, the sculpt is very similar, almost identical. It does have that gaping eye wound that he has there and the bullet holes that the liquid metal is absorbing, and the same textures. So again, both of those are up for sale right now at SIDESHOW.com, up for pre-order. Now we're gonna move over into the video game world for all of our cyberpunks and our cyberpunk fans. Up first, we've got the V male and female with the Yaiba Kusanagi bike there. Now, this is the 6-scale figure set, so you get the entirety of both of those there. Now, starting with like the V male there are some mixed media pieces. The jacket, the pants are mixed media, and even bits of the undershirt. He's holding a pistol in his right hand. He's got really fun textures and scarring on his face sculpt as well. And you can even see the great job that they did on like the ears. He's got the earrings there. I mean, it looks so good, and no detail was spared throughout this piece. And now when you look at the V female just kind of kicking back on the bike there, which is very similar, mixed media elements in the jacket, the pants, and got that faux leather, holding a bigger gun there, and it's going to have multiple swap out hands to be able to not only hold the gun but for other types of poses. And the bike itself looks so good with like the gold rims and the inlays, the Aurora tag on it. It's killer. Now, this is sold as a set. SIDESHOW.com to check out these pieces. Now, moving over to the man himself, we've got Johnny Silverhand, the quarter scale statue by PureArts, again retailing at $905 right now as we're starting there. I mean, this is such a fun and unique base. Now, you guys have seen this before, but you know, this is more of the production sample that you're going to be seeing here. And you see the background there. It's more in-world. If you've played Cyberpunk, then you are familiar with this particular backdrop here. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone, but his left hand, he's got the mechanics, the cybernetics in his left hand, tattoo on his right arm, and all throughout his hand going up to his shoulder there as well, and holding a cigarette in his right hand. Various rings there, and the face sculpt of Keanu Reeves is so good with those cool red glasses. He's got some battle damage on him. He's got some cuts and some bruises, and he even looks a little kind of sweaty almost. They did a really great job of recreating that and the swooping hair. Now on the bottom of the base, as we make our way down, this is a completely sculpted piece. You can see not only his boots, but the various lights, the rock texture elements. It does feel like you just stepped into the game, and you can see where he's just got done with a buck of slice and a couple beers there. Now again, Johnny Silverhand, the quarter scale statue, is also available up for pre-order at SIDESHOW.com. And lastly, on the PureArts side, on this particular podium, we have the Sauron art masks from Lord of the Rings. It is a life-size bust, a life-size helmet. Now, this is a piece that as soon as it went up, I knew, and so many other Lord of the Rings fans knew, they had to take a look at. Now, we're looking at the helmet itself of Sauron. All of the various inlays of silver and that cold metal. It almost looks like an evil metallic crown. And so those silver inlays that you're seeing, that silver that sort of looks like it's pressed on there, it was done in the fires of Mount Doom, they actually carry up onto almost like the forehead or the top of the skull of the piece there. And it kind of carries around there. And you can see like the devoid, lifeless eyes that Sauron was known for in the films, and I mean in the books, but as portrayed in Peter Jackson's films. And the base itself is so incredible. And you can see on the base itself, it is basically just one big metaphor. His helmet is being propped up by Barad-dûr, the fortress that he locked himself in. You can see various levels of the structure itself, how it's built in and around the rock. No detail is spared. And there's actually a lava moat, a small bridge that you could imagine that the armies, maybe the Nazgul would find themselves launching armies out of. I mean, this base is so incredible, the way that it's built into the rock, and it is literally and metaphorically holding up the metallic evil crown of Sauron. Again, this is the Sauron art mask by PureArts. Head over to sideshow.com and check it out for yourself.